Hello everyone, Johnny Hurricane here from GamersHeroes.com, and today Microsoft decided that they just wanted to go up and buy Bethesda Studios. That's huge. Let's get started. All right, so as I said, Microsoft, they technically bought ZeniMax. ZeniMax owns Bethesda, so now they own Bethesda, which of course does Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Wolfenstein, a bunch of others. So now they're technically under the purview of Microsoft. As I said, they own all of ZeniMax. I just don't know what else ZeniMax does besides Bethesda, so there's that. They bought them for $7.5 billion, that's billion with a B, which of course is a lot of money, but Microsoft has a lot of money. To put this into perspective, just really quick, Warner Brothers just a few weeks ago was trying to sell their gaming division. The rumored price was $4 billion for their gaming division. Microsoft was actually in the rumored running to buy that, but they have talented developers, but if you bought those developers, they didn't bring the IP with them, right? They don't own, Warner Brothers has the licensing rights to Batman, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and DC in general, which you get Injustice and things like that. They've negotiated with the rights holders to have that. If you bought Warner Brothers gaming division, that did not necessarily mean that they came with those licenses, which is why no one really wanted to touch it. And now Warner Brothers saying, oh no, the gaming division's too profitable. They're not going to sell it. Well, you couldn't sell it. That's what that is. I don't know if you hear this bird, but he is just having a good old time over there, right up there. But and my dog's down there. We have a beach now. I think he's eating grass, but if you hear him splashing around, that's what he's doing. Anyway, so the acquisition is confirmed. It's happening. What does this mean for Microsoft? Well, obviously it means that all their first-party games, because Bethesda is now first-party, will be coming to Game Pass day one. That means the next Elder Scrolls, Starfield, next Doom, next whatever, will all be coming to Game Pass day one. Now this does not include, they have specified, does not include the exclusive games that Sony already has paid for, timed exclusivity, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, the guys that did Evil Within 1 and 2, those guys are making that game. So those are still exclusive, timed exclusives for Sony. Of course, obviously once that gets done, they will be on Game Pass immediately, so we'll be able to have them on Xbox as well. So where do I see this going is probably what I'm really getting to here is Sony's been buying these exclusivity windows, right? They haven't been buying developers outright. They've just been buying these exclusivity windows, and I'm beginning to wonder if Microsoft's been buying a lot of studios, a lot of developers. All of these have still been coming to Sony day and date. For the record, Minecraft Dungeons comes to mind. Minecraft in general, they could, if they removed that from Sony, that'd be freaking huge. They'd lose a lot of money, so that's not really doing that. But Wasteland 3, there's another one. I'm trying to think that's for Obsidian, The Outer Worlds, right? That big-ish RPG. All of that's still coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. However, as Sony gets a little bit more aggressive and is buying these exclusivity rights for X amount of time, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 16 remake, or Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 remake, they kind of have certain exclusivities on Call of Duty, you know, things like that, which again might not matter to you, but they are kind of big deals to certain people. And I begin to wonder if Microsoft's going to just start, you know, hey, if you want to play like that, we can too. And maybe Starfield's a 6-month exclusive on Xbox. It'll be on PC as well, so don't worry if you're a PC player. Honestly, if you're a PC player, all this stuff is probably just beneath you. You're just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I got access to most every game eventually. So they could start doing that. Microsoft kind of has the appearance of the good guy, kind of in this instance, right? Because they're just kind of counteracting what Sony's doing. The Sony's kind of bullying them into it, it almost feels like. I like it, quite frankly. I love the way this is going. There are companies that are fighting each other for first place in a console war. I like the way they're doing it. Slit each other's throats, quite frankly. Let's go. Let me see blood. This is what I'm talking about. This is like a salvo of like, keep going, Sony, see what happens. Because we've got money. Sure, you've got a little bit of money, but we're Microsoft. An acquisition like this is a game changer. I actually said in a recent video that launch titles really do matter, which is why I don't think the Xbox Series X is as big of a deal as the PlayStation 5, just based on exclusivity currently. I know I'm going far ahead, but let's just say Xbox, whatever the next Xbox is, and the PlayStation 6, with the current roster of superstar developers that they currently have, Microsoft will certainly be able to put up a fight next generation. And as they keep saying, and it becomes more and more clear, they don't care so much if you have their system. They want you in their ecosystem. They want you on Game Pass. And wow, if Bethesda's games isn't a huge incentive to get into Game Pass, what else you want? I mean, they have some EA games now as well. They keep poaching these sort of, third-party littler things, but this Bethesda one was huge. And I think it goes to kind of show that like they're looking. If they're willing to spend that, especially after Fallout 76. Actually, the price might have been lower because of Fallout 76. But it shows that they're not willing to give up on Game Pass, and they're not willing to give up on the console market. And I think this should this is probably going to send a little bit of a chill up Sony's spine, like, oh crap, okay. I had also read a rumor, now this is a rumor, I have no confirmation one way or another, that Sony was attempting to buy exclusivity for Starfield, which is of course their next, Bethesda's next big open world RPG set in space and things like that. No idea if that's going to happen or not, but or it's not going to happen, but I wonder if like they were doing that and Microsoft heard about it and they're like, yeah, what if we just want all your games exclusively? What's the price on that? And they were just kind of like, here's the deal, and it happened. These are moments I live for in the video game industry. Just a complete upset. I feel like I love it. As I said, the last video I did call it PlayStation 5 winning currently, but we'll see. This is going to be an interesting few years, assuming the world doesn't collapse within itself and everything like that. There is one thing that I have been seeing, and it's like Obsidian and Bethesda working together again for a New Vegas 2, and it's like, yes, that's an ideal situation. I don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe a New Vegas remaster, remake, something like that. We'll see. From what I remember reading, there's kind of bad blood between the two teams, and I don't know. Do you really need to put them together again? They're both doing their own things relatively successfully, so why not just kind of leave them as that? If they want to work together again, then by all means, let them do it, but don't force the issue. My other big thing is that this means that we could potentially see some sequels to games that we would not have seen before. The Evil Within 3, I would love to see that. I know the story kind of wraps up. Maybe you play as a new character, but I love that world, the Evil Within. Prey, the reboot of Prey. Being trapped on a space station, like kind of like a survival horror on a space station, like I don't know why there's not more of it, but it's fantastic, right? They killed Dead Space, they killed Prey. I guess those are really the only two examples I have, but there is potential now for sequels like that because Microsoft has the funding and the backing and all that business that like, hey, the more games we have on Game Pass, the better. They really are going over a quantity over quality situation, but they are starting to make it more quality as well, especially with the Bethesda acquisition, despite the fact that their games are typically buggy as hell. So yeah. I just wanted to do a video on this because it is huge news. Not something that will happen often, and I got up, took a walk, digested it, a little bit, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's have a chat about it. So congratulations, Microsoft. You are making things interesting. You keep making things interesting. I like that. See, generally when you're losing, you just kind of lay on your back and accept it. But Microsoft's like, nah, no. Sony is not taking this from us. So we'll see how it goes. I still don't know how Game Pass is sustainable at that price because they just spent $7.5 billion on Bethesda, and you only spend $15 a month on Game Pass. You can do the math if you want, but that's a lot of people that got to friggin' subscribe. I know that it's long term, right? They expect you to stay subscribed for years, not just a month or so. But yes, anyways, good on Microsoft. Let's see what Sony does. Maybe they buy their own studio. I think they're probably going to end up picking up Bluepoint, the guys that are currently redoing Demon's Souls. They also did the remake of Shadow of the Colossus. They're a remake studio, but since there's so much nostalgia sales in this industry, that they'd be a wise pickup. In my opinion, you could probably get them for pretty cheap too, because they don't have any IP or anything like that. Just another studio, to work with. Why not? But yeah, so awesome, cool. I hope this means that their game won't launch buggy. I hope that it also kind of makes them move in the direction of, look, I know that nobody likes exclusivity, but if it's gonna happen, I want everybody doing it. Like, let's play. Let's see who's gonna back out first, quite frankly. That's where I'm at. But anyways, it is a lovely day for me here. I don't know if it is for you or not, but if it is, get outside, give yourself, do a walk, take your dog out. Just walk, whatever, from your 5,000 steps, 10,000 steps, whatever you do. Get them endorphins going, feel good about yourself. The world's in a shitty state, go Go enjoy nature a little bit, if you can, obviously. But anyways, that'll do it for me. If you liked what you saw, got what you needed, my dog's ready to come up, perfect timing. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Later, Gators.